Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's that Astro Witch, and today we're gonna be looking at what message you need to hear right now. So we're gonna just pull out some of the cards for our piles today. And I hope you guys have been doing well and that you're safe and that you're staying hydrated. So let's see. Okay, we can, I think this one. And that's two, is it? Yeah, I had a feeling that was two. Ooh, interesting. We have different colors this time around compared to like the previous reading, so very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna just arrange these for you guys. Okay, as usual, you can pause the video right now and then like meditate on the card that is calling you, and then you can jump to the timestamps in the description box for your reading. Hi, pile number one, welcome to your reading. So this is the stones, I guess in this case. This is the stones that you picked, and it's sapphire. What? For a moment I was thinking peridot, maybe just because of the different colors, but that's so cute. Different colors. Okay, so who needs it? Students of ancient wisdom. Okay, when to use it? When resentments are doing more damage to you than to those you're holding them against, enlist sapphire to call forth that old soul that resides within, i.e., the wisest part of you who couldn't possibly care less about what anybody else thinks of you. And it says, find your tranquil place. Yes. Whoa. Now after reading this, it makes me think of shattered. You know, shattered pieces. So I don't know if you guys are feeling that right now. And in that case, I'm actually going to just pull out these extra decks because I'm being called to just get some reassurance cards for this new moon energy. Okay, so we're back, and I brought out these two cute little decks. So they're like little affirmations, so just to like keep you guys going, because after seeing what's going on there, I have this feeling that something's going on this new moon. So let's see, what does pile number one need to hear right now? One card here, please. Oh, okay, but actually this one's also calling, so I'll just get this. Okay, thank you. And then one here. What does pile number one need to hear right now? I wonder what's happening. Actually, you know, recently I've been reading a bit on sapphire, and they say that it's one of the strongest colored gems out there. So this is like a message saying to you that even if you're feeling all shattered inside, you guys are like, well, you're not literal sapphires, but I mean, with this signifying you guys are pretty strong. Like, maybe you just don't feel that way. We're gonna, actually, why am I taking out tarot already? Yeah, definitely the scatterbrained energy is here. So let's pull out one from here, please. This one. Okay. And we'll just put this here. And one from here. Oh yeah, your tea leaves. Oh, we have a lot of decks today. Thank you. Okay. So we're just gonna put all this aside. We have these, maybe, yeah, here. They'll stay here. Just take a few tea leaves. Oh, okay. This. Oh. And this purple one, I guess. Okay, we'll just take these three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. Okay. We'll look at these in a bit. And then we'll look at your tarot as well in a bit. So we'll start with this. You have idealism, sun in Aquarius. Then you have enthusiasm, sun in Sagittarius. Okay. Here you have be still. And these we'll save for later. Okay, so I should put these here. They're like your end of the reading cards, like little messages for you. Okay, you know, here you go. Okay. Cain, pay attention to your health. Ah. Okay. Carriage, a journey either physical or mental. I'm not trying to figure out how to do this. Okay. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. This makes me think of the, what's it? A Chariot card in the tarot. October, so this month. Beau, you are highly thought of. Oh, that's so cute. Makes me think of like someone who really admires you. Career. Okay. Interesting. Can we do 3 by 3 maybe? Maybe that would be better. Alright. Then we'll put the cards all around here. Alright. So far, I'm seeing right now that for this month, there are a lot of things happening for you. A lot of things that you... I'm getting this energy that people probably admire you at work. So then you're trying your best to like really please a lot of the people. I feel like maybe you have multiple people that you have to work with. And especially those who are higher or in a higher position. So then you have to like... I'm thinking like you have to work on so many projects at the same time, because it's going to lead to so many of these opportunities, success, but at the same time they're telling you to be careful of your health. So you might be overworking. You're really excited about this opportunity because it's probably something that is something you've been dreaming of, something that you feel is the is one of your ultimate goals in life. So reminding you to stay still. No, be still. It's different. Okay, so let's see. What does pile number 1 need to hear right now? 1. These have to be together. 2, 3, 4. This one. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I should be fine, yes. Okay, let's see. What do you have? These are together. So, yeah, we'll just do it this way. Okay. 5 of Wands. We'll save this space for this. And you have 3. Ah, yes. People really admire the work that you do. The High Priestess. Ooh, I'm hearing like, damn, it's like they know something that we don't. The Chariot. The Hermit. You've got Major Arcana. Very, very big deal here. 3 of Wands. And the Fool. Ooh, the Fool and 8 of Wands. You have a lot of wands here. Look at that. 5 to the 3 to the 8. I want to make this so that you guys can see everything. But anyway, what I'm picking up right now is that I don't know if there are people who are jealous also. There could be some people who are jealous of your skill. They admire you. Like you are highly thought of, let's say. But then there is also a case where people think so highly of you, and then there are others who are jealous of that. They want to be thought of highly too. So, no, there's no way I can do this. Okay. Because you know, I feel like you have, maybe you haven't been long. You haven't been working for long in this field, wherever you're working. And it's like people didn't expect that you were going to be so talented, so skilled. They didn't expect that you were going to show all of this talent, all of this capability in such a short period of time. So then people are just like, I don't know if you have people gossiping at your office, because I'm seeing more like an office setting. And I think it's just kind of, you have a close group of friends in your workplace who kind of reassure you that, hey, just ignore these people. And I think maybe deep down you don't really like the extreme. No, actually, I feel that also this is a competitive field where you work in. So maybe this is something that you quite enjoy. Like, you like the challenge, and you like trying to, I'm getting this energy that you like to prove to people how good you are, like your skills and everything. So I don't know why I'm hearing like medicine. I don't know if you are also in this field, because it is quite competitive as well, where you've worked really hard. Because then idealism also makes me think of, with Sun in Aquarius, it makes me think of humanity as well, humanitarianism. And I feel like this was definitely a path that it took a while for you to get there. A lot of choices that you had to make before getting here, and you're not letting, if ever there's conflict in the workplace, you're not letting that how do you say that, you're not letting that steer you away from where you really are planning to go. So the end goal that you are trying to achieve. I think, you know that phrase, it's lonely at the top? I'm hearing that. It's like maybe a lot of people, even if, let's say you have a lot of workmates, a lot of people think highly of you, but at the same time you feel kind of lonely a little bit. Here with the cane, look. I think with overworking, trying to be more competitive as well, has made you burn out. You're feeling a little burnt out. Look, he only has this. But then you're really, like, your goal is really not the only thing, but one of the few things that's really keeping you going. This career means a lot to you, I believe, here, especially with career here. This month, I mean, like, what you need to hear right now, universe is saying that don't overwork yourself, because yes, there are a lot of people like in this competitive field, but then you need to kind of like step back and remember that you have your own personal skills that you can present and deliver. You know, like, let's say there are a whole bunch of people who are trying to apply for this job, and then you feel like, oh, I don't know if I should even apply anyway, and I have to work really hard when I apply, because then a lot of people are so skillful. But then universe is letting you know that you have this particular skill. I feel like you know what I'm talking about, but you have something that people don't know how you can do that. You know, it's, let's say in this field, maybe it's probably one of the more complicated skills to perfect, maybe. So let's say here they think highly of you because they're like, oh wow, you're so young, but then you're actually really smart or really skilled at this particular field. I can't pinpoint the exact skill, but I feel like you know what I'm talking about, because people have complimented you for it. They've said, oh wow, I didn't know you could do that, or wow, you're actually really good at this, maybe you could think of going into this field, something like this. And I feel like when people have definitely complimented you on this skill that you have, and it makes you feel, what's it, not achieved, well, yeah, like you have achieved a lot of things. It kind of makes you, because there's a lot of reflection energy here, I feel. But when you're making a decision in your career towards a new opportunity or towards this journey to maybe even like going towards another, like going to another country, another state, wherever it is, whatever is this new opportunity, possibility, this path. When you're deciding, when you're making a decision about what you're gonna do, you have to kind of, it's gonna be really fast. Maybe they're gonna make you feel like you have to make a very, very quick decision right now, but you have to kind of weigh in on your options first. Don't make rash decisions just because you feel like you need to be better than everyone else. Because I feel like you are trying to, I mean, I understand. It makes sense that you are trying to prove yourself in this field. So taking as many opportunities as possible is a great thing, because then you can add it to your resume. But then I'm also getting that you have to kind of slow down, think about it, because don't bite off more than you can chew, is what I'm hearing. Because here with the Fool, it is new beginnings. There is definitely something happening in your career, in your life, that's going to bring you a lot of money. Well, in your career, maybe it's not going to bring you a lot of money actually, because there are a lot of career paths that do not. I'm hearing journalism, because then there's a lot of people who try their best to be as fast as possible to get the inside scoop on the news. Like they try to be first, right? So maybe there's this fast energy here. But with the Fool, there's this new opportunity being presented to you, but then you have to think first. You can't just jump into new things without maybe assessing a little bit, because you could jump off and there's no extra step here, you know? You have to be sure that what you're getting into is not something that you just, you know, thought of just like that because you're thinking, oh, I have to be better than everyone else and everyone already thinks I'm so great, so I have to keep proving them up and up, and you like more and more and more. But I mean, they already think so highly of you. It's not something that you have to. And you also have to think about yourself. Like, how are you feeling? Okay, so it's a lot about being burnt out. So don't burn yourself out because of this. It's going to be very exciting. There's a lot of things happening this month, or it's happening already. Especially with this new moon, I feel like there's tons. Like, especially here, it's like new opportunities. There's like something big that's gonna happen. But you're gonna have to be careful how you tread this path. Which fork in the road you take. Which path of the fork, right? So, because, oh, see, you've got the two, the black and the white, right? So this is telling me that you have to find that balance as well. There is gonna be there are choices that you will make, but you have to still be, you're leaning more towards one choice, but then you have to like think, okay, I really want this choice, but is this reasonable right now? If you're trying to force something to happen, it's not gonna end well. Maybe it will happen maybe it will happen if you choose that path, but then maybe you're gonna be burnt out. So there's just the ups and downs of both choices. You have to the pros and cons, you have to weigh in on your choices, okay? So let's see. Okay, so let's see your last two messages here. Lysianthus, this flower says, gratitude and grace always look lovely on you. So, okay, we'll look at this one first. Bluebell, gratitude, be thankful for what is good now. Okay, so stay grounded, right? You don't have to rush everything just because you have to keep proving yourself to others, but think about where you are on this journey right now. Like, damn, you've already reached this goal. That, let's say you had a goal that you wanted to reach and you finally reached it, and maybe it was because these goals, once you reach them, they're very short-lived. You feel, yeah, okay, I want I don't know, I want a new car, right? And once you get that new car, you're just like, wow, this is so great. And then the feeling is, it's gonna fade over time. And then later you're just gonna say, oh, okay, I want another car. This time it's like a sports car, something like this. So goals are always changing. So here it's always like, it's not about the end goal all the time. It's always about the journey. So you have to think about, when you're making this decision, is it something that you are thinking from an ego perspective, because you're thinking, I have to prove myself to people, or this makes me look better? Or is it something that really makes you happy deep inside? Because if this is a rush decision and then you're gonna feel burnt out, you're not gonna even be grateful for this like wonderful opportunity. And it's okay if things take time to reach you, because whatever is meant to be for you will always find its way to you, okay? So that's my message for you, pile number 1. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself, okay? Watch your health, don't burn yourself out, and always be grateful for what you have right now, where you are right now in life, okay? So thank you for letting me read your energy, and thank you for staying for another reading with me. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you for another one next time. Bye. Hi, pal number 2. Welcome to your reading. So this is the stone that you were drawn to, and I think this is black tourmaline. Yes, I have that. It's somewhere there. But anyway, here. Who needs it? Everyone. Yes. When to use it? Anytime you take public transportation, find yourself in a crowd, or hear that sucking sound of a coworker or family member or malignant demon taking more from you than they are giving back. Energy. So protect your light is your phrase. And actually, I wanted to ask if you guys are okay, because while I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see the preview of me shuffling the cards before this, but I was struggling trying to shuffle my tea leaf cards because they were falling all over the place, and I just like suddenly I heard like this word overflowing, you know, like I don't know if you guys are going through something that's making you feel overwhelmed, but I hope you guys are okay. So we're gonna start by, these are little affirmation cards, so we're just gonna get one from each in a bit. So we'll start with this one. Yeah, we'll start with this. So I hope you guys are okay. But yeah, what does pile number 2 need to hear? What message do they need to hear right now? This one. Okay, thank you. What message does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Can this fit? Yes, it can. So many cards today. What does, hold on, yes. Why, I'm about to shuffle again, okay. What does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Oop. Oh, so they want you to hear this like right now. Okay, let's see, what do we have? Stop, slow down. The pace must abate before it's too late. Okay. That is your message. Actually, I would just put it here so you can see it. Okay, what message does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Okay, so you guys, usually these are like the cards that I pull after, like we read afterwards, because you need to like be reassured, but they really want you to hear it. So chrysanthemum, be here always with willing hands and heart. Okay. So, let's see. No. Before I forget, we're gonna get tea leaves. Oh, this one is showing itself to me. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 5? Yes. And 6. Thank you. Okay. Okay, let's look at the cards you have here right now. So, you have energy work, 22. Very nice. I'm hearing tap into your feminine, receive. That's why willing hands and heart. Slow down. Oh, this one showed up for pile number 1 too. Like I shuffled this deck a couple times. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, then you could look into that as well. Plus, can we talk about 11 and 22? Yo, this big energy happening right now. Okay, let's see. Success? Yes, we like to see that. Okay, I did that here earlier, so we're gonna do that. Sometimes I forget how I lay my cards out and then it gets messy. Okay, January. Okay, so that's 3 months. Throne, position of authority. Wow, I like to see that. Flag, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Ooh, that's why it's like don't rush. Disappointment in some affair. Yeah, I feel like it's more if you rush. Let's see, what was this? Position of authority. Okay, last one. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. What the hell? Why do you have so... There's a lot of things happening. Oh, I'm picking up right away. Like, I want to read this afterwards, but then... Gotta say it. I feel like you are aligning. That's why there are so many angel numbers here. This is a sign. This is a sign that's letting you know. Universe is letting you know that they hear you. They see what you've been doing. They see the work that you've been putting into yourself. They hear your prayers. I feel like you're someone who's been praying in however way that you ask for universe, ask some guidance from universe, but they hear you. They're letting you know, like, don't jump into anything just because you feel like they don't hear you. They hear you loud and clear. They were just waiting for all your energies to align. And I feel like all these things happening to you all at the same time, maybe you feel overwhelmed and maybe you feel like running away, is because all of this is you aligning. You asked, I think you were asking for the universe to help you remove energy that no longer deserves to be in your life or that no longer serves you at this point in your life. And you told them to help you remove it. And that's why all of these things are happening at the same time, because you have been aligning your energy to the frequency that universe is, you know, where they can see you. I mean, they'll always see you no matter what kind of energy you have, what vibrational frequency you have. But I mean, this was when universe was like, okay, she can handle it, or he can handle it, however you identify as. They're like, okay, they can handle it. So then they just allowed things to happen. And now these things are happening. And you're feeling like, whoa, slow down. Like you want life to slow down, but everything's just happening so quickly. So then you're trying to also kind of catch up by making all these decisions so quickly. And then you're just like, you know what, maybe if I just like escape and avoid the situation altogether. So, I mean, look, this also looks like universe is like, you ask for something and they're like, okay, I'm gonna give you now. And then you're just like, what the heck? Like, this donkey is not supposed to be running as fast as a horse. I don't know how fast donkeys can run, but then you didn't expect it. And then now you're just like, please calm down. I didn't want all of this all at once. But I feel like something's happening in 3 months' time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. What does pile number 2 need to hear right now? What message do they need to hear right now? What does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Ooh, these are 3. These 3 can go together. These are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, that's 9. We'll just take these 3 together. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Thank you. So let's see. What do you have here? Page of Wands. 4 of Swords. My bad. We have 3. There were 3 here. Okay, so we have an extra card. Okay. 4 of Wands. Wow. 5 of Cups. We're gonna fit that. We're gonna do it. Yes. Nice. Okay. So that these can fit together. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Wow, under the Page of Wands. Okay. The Emperor. Ooh, very strong energy here. Oh, this reminds me of Throne. 2 of Swords. And the Star. The Star. So with success. Dream come true. Wow. So nice. And you have Aquarius here. This is definitely something you've been dreaming of. Okay, let's see, let's see. This is something that you were striving towards. Like you were trying to work towards something. In finance, I'm picking more like career, but trying to match your passion with career. I'm picking up that you guys are pretty creative. There's creative energy because I'm looking at the scissors here and I'm thinking, and then there's this porcelain vase. Like you like working with your hands, arts and craft, art and crafts. You like journaling. I'm picking up. You like journaling. More like the ones that you take scraps from different magazines and then you stick them together. So maybe they're not necessarily like for a diary, but more like a visual journal. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah. I feel like because this is probably, you're new to this field. Wherever you're entering, whatever passion, or I'm really picking up passion and work that you mix together. So whatever field you've entered, you are new. You're new here. You're not the most skilled yet, okay? But you are stepping into that what's it? That throne energy, like that big what do you call it? That boss energy. Like there is something I'm thinking of, like, oh, stepping into like your big shoes. I don't know if that's an actual phrase, but then it's more like your big girl, big boy shoes. There you go. Yeah. But then at the same time, I feel like, yeah, you've been praying. Let me think for a moment, because it's like you've been hoping for this, but then there's something. Like there's something you are always thinking about. Like, let's say you have what's standing out to me is these. Okay, so let's say you step into this field. You are showing it's very similar to pile number 1, really. Like you are already proving yourself to people. Here you have this, see? Like this energy where you are kind of pleased with where you're at, but there's this something where you're holding on to 2 of these things. And you can't let go of them. But I'm hearing it needs to be let go of, like, it's more like this mindset, these feelings that you've attached to certain thoughts. I think you have this thought, like you're doubting yourself a little bit. Can you also see how the star is aligning with this? Same kind of star. And then the same kind of star is here. Damn. Very cute. But it's like, there's something that you can be, that you can accept. You can accept more. See, be here always. Stay present, stay grounded with willing hands and heart. Don't get too airheaded. I don't think you are though. Because you're sitting in this throne with all this energy. See, position of authority. You are, people see you as this position of authority. But then I feel like you have this imposter syndrome, you know? Like you don't feel like you deserve this position. Like you've worked hard. I think you've put in a lot of effort and energy, and you've presented yourself to certain people that you wanted to work with, coordinate with, and they have noticed, they've recognized and acknowledged your efforts and your passion. And they're like, okay, yeah, here, enter the field. And now you're in this field and you're just like, okay, I need to do more. But at the same time, there's something like you aren't exactly satisfied, and you feel like there's always, what is it? Hold on, we're gonna find it. Are you feeling like maybe this is something that you are not, maybe this was not what you expected it to be like? Because I feel like you had to make a choice recently. But then this choice, maybe you're like, was it the right choice? And now you keep thinking, what if, about the other choice. I feel like you keep thinking about the other choice that you didn't make. I'm hearing, can I start over? Can I try again? Like, can I retry? You know, like when you start a game and then you choose a character and then you play for a while and you're just like, actually, I think I want to try that other character instead. But now you don't know how, I'm hearing, I don't know how to get out of it. Because you've made your choice, you feel like. And people already see you very highly in this position. See? Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Because I'm getting two messages here. One is that you had these two choices you had to make. I'm doing this because it's like a fork in the road, okay? So, okay, we'll do this. You had to choose between two of these, maybe a few, but these were your two main choice, your main options. This one, you probably chose this one. And now you're just like, I want this one, this. But then you're just like, should I? Because I put in quite some effort for this, and I'm recognized, and I'm in a pretty good place right now. But then this one, maybe you're not going to be as recognized. But then it's, I don't know what it is about this option, but it's very tempting to you. And for this one, it says, don't be tempted to lower your standards. And I don't see it in a literal way where you have to, where it's like, don't choose this because you're not going to be paid more. But it's more of your personal standards. Let's say, is your standard when it comes to career, is it that you need to earn this amount of money? Or is it that you want to be really happy? Like, it doesn't matter how much you get paid. So I feel like probably those are the two main options that you're going for. But regardless of what the two options were, I'm hearing it more like that. Don't stay somewhere just because you feel like everything has to happen right now. Because maybe okay. I just heard. I just heard, just like news, right? But I mean, like, I'm picking up that you have this mentality that you haven't let go of, that you have to follow a timeline, that you have to reach these certain milestones at these certain times in your life. And that's probably the mindset that you cannot let go of, because you are looking at all these other people celebrating. You're seeing that maybe these people are getting, I'm not hearing just career, but this is love as well, okay? So if this resonates with you guys, that's why there is like disappointment in some affair. It could be like an actual love affair, but there's also disappointment in a friend or lover. So affair, I'm not really picking up like a love affair. But if that happens to you, then this is your message. But if not, I'm not picking it. It's a very, very small message. But that's why there is this. I think it's more like I'm getting single energy right now. So I think you asked universe to to bring you and your partner in union. You know, the kind of, you're like your ideal partner. You're just like, I really want to be able to be in a relationship right now. Like, so you asked for that. Maybe you had two choices, and no, not actually. I'm picking more like you have this mindset that you haven't let go of, that you have to, let's say you see that your other people your age are enjoying life. They're probably really happy with their job. Maybe they're married. Maybe they're in a very long-term relationship. Maybe they have children, right? And those are the things that you wish you could have. And you're thinking of the what ifs here, because what if I didn't choose to focus on my career? What if I chose to go after this person instead, and then, be in a relationship with these people? That, my neighbors are so annoying. I'm sorry, but like, I feel like the beeping is, anyway. But this is why you can't let go of the decision that you made in the past. But they're reminding you that you have to stay grounded. Don't think about the what ifs. See, the pace must abate before it's too late. Don't rush. Don't rush. With this Aries energy, I feel like it's very quick energy here. Venus in Aries. Wow. Yeah, don't rush in love. I feel like you put quite a lot of effort in your career. So now you're thinking, okay, I've spent quite a lot of time here. For some of you guys, maybe you're working in the legal system even. There's like a lot of Libra energy here. But now you're thinking about relationships, and maybe you feel like it's too late, but it's not. Everything happens in its own time. And you asked for universe for guidance. I'm hearing you ask and you shall receive. So your energies are aligning. Whoops, sorry. There is success here. It's gonna happen. Just give it some time. You don't need to rush, because, it could be in January or in 3 months' time whenever you're watching this. 3 months' time, something big is happening. And now is a pretty good time to manifest, because it's the new moon. If you're watching this in October when it's filmed. But you don't have to focus so much. I'm hearing don't look at social media so often. You should kind of like focus. I feel like you're focusing too much on other people's lives, and you should focus on your own. Like, kind of just sit with yourself. Yeah, sit with yourself. You don't need to compare your life so much with other people, because everything will happen. Everything will happen, because let's say you wish that you could have a relationship like all those other people, but then maybe it's not the kind of relationship that you want. So universe is saying right now, what you need to hear is to slow down, because everything's gonna happen in the right time. They see that your energies are aligning, and things, like, it's aligning to the things that you want to bring in your life, and this thing is gonna happen soon. Maybe not as fast as you're hoping, but it's gonna come in due time. You just have to focus on where you are right now. Focus on enjoying the moment and enjoying where you are in this job, because I feel like this is also a dream come true. It's something you wanted to do, but you're looking at something else. You're paying attention to something else, and they're telling you to be here. Stay grounded and be with willing hands and heart. So you can wait. Hold on. Hold your horses, right? Everything's coming. You just gotta wait with receiving hands, so that once the person comes into your life, or whatever you wish to happen comes into your life, you're gonna be ready. right? So instead of, because if you're focusing on something like, oh, I really want this, I really want this, and then you're not allowing universe to put into your hand what you want because you're so focused on other people's lives. Okay? Because what's coming is going to be something you really wished. You really prayed for. You really asked universe for this. I'm here, your stars are aligning. This is going to be someone that you're just like, wow, I never thought there was such a person in this world like this person for me. Okay? So you can't keep clinging. You have to receive. You just have to allow it to happen, but focus on where you are right now because everything's falling into place, okay? Maybe right now you're not happy where you are in the love department, but everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna align, fall into place. Okay? So that's my message for you, pile number 2. I really hope you slow down. Take deep breaths, sit with yourself, and stop comparing yourself to other people because you are amazing. You have talent that other people did not expect from you. And you have to enjoy every moment so that the time that the person comes for you or this new opportunity that you want comes towards you, everything will just feel like a puzzle that fit together perfectly, okay? So everything will make sense in due time. Be patient. And I can't wait to hear if it's already happening for you. And I wish you all the best and success and happiness. And take care. Thank you for letting me read your energy. And thank you for watching another reading. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you next time for another reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So I don't know if you guys watched the pre-shuffle video, but my phone battery, like not battery, but my phone was actually full, like right after the second reading. So I'm glad that it was just the shuffle part that was cut instead of the actual reading. So I don't have to film again. But so I just wanted to let you know in case you guys watch it. But this was the stone that you were drawn to. I'm gonna guess that this is Moldavite. Yes. But this, probably gonna say here, but this is like really big transformational, like a strong stone for transformational energy. It became a trend, but it's not the safest sometimes when people aren't ready. But who needs it? Spiritual seekers, extraterrestrials trapped in human bodies, ayahuasca enthusiasts, and Aquarians. Yes. When to use it? When you feel too grounded or disconnected from spirit. Moldavite is all about operating at a higher frequency. When you're looking for more wow and whoa in your life, on the meditation cushion and beyond, explode your perceptions with Moldavite. Transform your life on earth is your phrase. So, like I said, transformation, but I feel like I don't know what it was. I think I remember seeing it on TikTok before when witch talk became a really big trend. I think it might still be, but anyway, people were purchasing Moldavite stones, and then they were saying how a lot of things have changed for them, but maybe to the point that sometimes it's a little bit too it's too much for them spiritually and emotionally, something like that. I'm not too sure, but you could look into that. Moldavite. So these are affirmation cards, so we can see little phrases that universe wants to tell you right after the reading. So what message does pile number 3 need to hear right now? No. What message does pile number 3 need to hear right now? This one. Okay, and then one from here. What message do they need to hear? That one. These two. I had a feeling 2 were gonna come out. I was like, I'm saying 1, but 2 are probably gonna come out. I was right. And your tea leaves. Let's get the middle section. We'll do, oh, sorry. Do this so we can do the thing. Yup. This one probably wants, I'm just gonna keep this here just in case it wants to say something. I feel like it does. I don't know what's, oh, okay. So this one wants to come along. This 3. This one 4. 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. Okay. And this one's down here. What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Whoa. This one, please. What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Okay, this one. Luckily it didn't flip, so we can read it later. Because for pile number 2 it flipped over. So we had to read it right away. That's fine. What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? This one? Yes, this. Hey, this one. Thank you. Okay. Ugh. Oh, okay, this one too. You guys need an extra card. Let's see. Camellia. Peace. Be calm and calm will come. Very sweet. Okay. We could put that here so you can see it. I hope the light is not glaring too much on it so you can still see. Okay, so let's see your oracle cards first. Read 42. I feel like there was something about intellectual. Ah, yes. I feel like you need reading probably helps stimulate you mentally. So I feel like maybe watching YouTube videos, but the ones that are more like documentaries or something, because I feel like learning could help you feel less bored with life. I feel like, ooh, influence, Adam and Eve. It made me think of it. Oh yes, that's the point, because the snake is here. Ah, Mercury and Libra. And quarrel, Mars and Cancer. Okay, let's see. I'm hearing right away, like, don't let your emotions influence your arguments when you're trying to make a point somewhere. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. That's very nice to hear. Here, listen, you are protected. Be calm and calm will come. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. This is probably the person that you're arguing with. Okay, Tulip, great passion. Oh, look at that. I feel like, okay, we're just good. I'm getting distracted later in a bit. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Wow, so many messages already. Okay, we're gonna August. This was like, so this is in August or last month if you're watching this in another time. Oh, wait, August, September. Sorry, 2 months ago. Pig, beware of greed. Wow, I feel like this is definitely, these 3 are the energies of this other person that you are currently like in a tiff with, like argument with, like a petty argument. It's not something that's huge. I'm picking up right now. And this is yours. I feel like this is something, hold on. This is something that universe wants you to know right now. Because I'm just like hearing creativity. If you're someone who's like very big into the creative field, whatever it is, like you have, I said you had, but you have great passion towards something, but I feel like it kind of, because of this meh feeling that you're in, see, when you feel too grounded or disconnected from spirit. So I feel like you're disconnected from your passion in this case for this message. And if you're feeling like, I'm hearing creative block. When am I gonna get out of this creative block? Maybe you've been in it since August. So since 2 months ago, your guides are telling you that it's okay. Be calm. It's gonna be okay. I feel like this is just something that you had to go through, because I think other things had to happen in this time. Within these 2 months, there was something else that was happening that you had to focus on. So And I feel like it's gonna help with your whatever creative endeavor that you used to do. Don't stop creating. I'm hearing it's not the end. It's dusty, but it doesn't mean that it's completely gone. Look, it's still blooming. There's even an extra flower next to it. See, there's even water. I can see that you're trying to water it. It's gonna work out. They're telling you that don't give up on your passion. Yeah, don't give up on it, because there's still something there. And this other person that you're dealing with, you are definitely dealing with someone. Pile number 3. And I feel like you know this person that I'm talking about, because there is some stubborn energy. Could be the both of you, but I feel like maybe they hid something from you. And I'm seeing the situation where you're arguing, and then they're just like, but it was no big deal, I just didn't tell you because I didn't want you to feel bad. But then you felt really not offended, you felt really bad that they kept that from you, because it was still a big deal for you. They still kept that from you because, oh, I'm seeing something that, like, okay, no, we're gonna go with the first one I said first. So they said that it was no big deal, I didn't want to tell you because it was no big deal. Like, it's nothing. Ugh. It's because what I'm seeing in the second message was that they probably took money from you. Okay, they took money from your wallet. Maybe it was like a few bucks, or no, I feel like more like it was something that you could have. It's not a large amount, but it's not a small amount either. It's not just coins. It's one of those smaller bills, but not the smallest ones. Not like $20. Maybe it was more like 50, 100, something like this. Something that's not such a big deal, not like 1,000. Now, I'm not saying the 50 and 100 are no big deal. I'm just saying that it's not a lot of money, but it's not very little money. But they took money from you, and you were telling them that, why didn't you just ask? I could have given you some. And they're like, no, because I was going to return it anyway. You wouldn't have noticed. And then you're just like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm just trying to explain to you that I probably would if I needed that money. And do you want to say something? Maybe I just knocked it. Okay. It wants it. You have an extra message. But anyway, where was I? But it was just like, you're just saying that you could have given them, but then they're saying that it wouldn't have been a big deal because they were going to give it back anyway. Like, it's not even just money, it's probably like an object. Maybe they borrowed clothes from you and then they didn't tell you, or so it's more like siblings. Okay, so it's not siblings. Could be with clothes if it's siblings, or relatives, or money if it's someone that you live with, or someone that you're friends with, whatever. So someone who took something from you, and then you're in this tiff right now. And now this read has another meaning, where it's more like you're trying to read into the situation. You're trying to see all the details first before, like, I feel like you're there's so many messages. I feel like you guys are very, like, you understand things very quickly. That's why you're just like, you could have told me because it wouldn't have been a big deal, but now it is because you didn't tell me. I'm seeing like a lot of they look like the Stoics, you know, like those pictures if you talk about Stoicism, and they look like that, philosophers, you know. So I'm seeing that maybe you are reading into maybe psychology, maybe philosophy, and you're trying to understand this person. You're trying to see how you can help them change, but they're saying they're unwilling to change. So universe is also, one of your messages right now is that don't force them to change, because if they don't want to change, they will not, no matter how hard you try. Okay, you could tell them multiple times that I know you are not stealing, but then you blah blah blah, and then you're trying to explain to them, but for some reason their brain just cannot, like, they cannot process that. And it's not that they're stupid, it's just that different people process things differently, and I feel like they process things a little in a different way compared to how you do. And maybe because that's how I said you connect things very quickly, because when I'm reading this, there's like just a lot of messages, like left and right and center, and everything is just like, thrown at me. And I feel like you are very quick at understanding people. Things will make sense very quickly for you. But then this other person, it takes some time to explain to them. And I'm seeing here, like, is their eye closed? Hold on. See? It looks like their eyes are closed. This one's looking right at them. So I feel like you have this energy where you can see, like, you can see clearly the situation, but they're a little bit blind to the situation. They need a little bit of extra explanation. So I feel like this is not gonna last long. Oh, yeah. Because this one is more about the creative side, I feel. The first message I got. So let's see your tarot. Already so many messages here. Let's see. Then we'll look at that. So what message does pile number 3 need to hear right now? These 3 look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one. 7, 8. Thank you. And you have 2 extra. How kind. I feel like maybe this is something that's been bothering you a lot. That's why you have extra messages that universe wants to tell you. Be calm and calm will come. But I feel like I'm hearing, but how can I be calm when this person is like pissing me off? I feel you. But we'll see. We'll see. 8 of Cups. Wow. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. Look at that money. An eye for an eye, I'm hearing. 4 of Swords. Wow. Look at that. Lots of violence. Anger, anger. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. Wow, we have a lot of space. Maybe we could put the other 2 at the bottom. Queen of Swords. Two of Swords. Actually, we won't force it. We're just gonna put it later. So we can do... Oh, I know what we can do. I don't know if you guys get distracted very easily. But there's like a lot of distracted energy right now, I can tell you. What am I doing? Yes. Queen of Pentacles. Well, don't you have the King? Oh, King of Cups. Wow. Oh, I'm hearing breadwinner. You're probably the breadwinner in the family. Or maybe you earn a bit more. Here, this is what we'll do. This is what I wanted to say. You probably earn quite a lot. Like, a lot of people think that you're pretty rich. But you're just like, I'm just very careful with my spendings. So maybe that's why this person just like borrowed money from you without telling you, because they're like, oh, it's no big deal. They have a lot more in their wallet anyway, or in their other wallet. Do you have multiple wallets? I feel like there's something that really disappointed you. I'm seeing that it's this quarrel, and it's like there's aggression in this. Knight of Swords is quite fast too. One of the faster knights in this deck, or in the whole deck. And don't react. Like I said in the beginning, don't let your emotions affect the way that you explain yourself, because I know you're trying to be more logical. I feel like you're trying to be a bit more fair, more objective, but then sometimes it's really hard when you have your emotions. With the water energy here, it's kind of affecting your thoughts. Because I feel like when you get mad, I'm hearing that song by Janae Aiko. Because when I get mad, I get big mad. Trigger, her song. Yeah, when I get mad, I get big mad. So I feel like when you're mad, you have very big reactions. That's why there's a lot of these, because it's more like very strong feelings. I feel like you tend to hold a grudge. I don't know if you're someone who holds a grudge. I'm picking up that energy too. But at the same time, I feel like you're trying to unlearn that. I'm drawn to this when I said that. I feel like these are maybe old thoughts that you are trying to get rid of, old ways of thinking that you are trying to dust away with the web covering the flowers, because it's going to affect the way it grows. I feel like you're trying to start clean. A clearer mindset. I feel like you're trying to, yes, transform your mindset. With the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You know what I'm hearing right now is just like, you are this Queen of Swords, regardless of however you identify as. You're fighting off these demons. Like, all these negative thoughts about how you should be like all these emotional reactions, you're trying to fight it off so that you don't react that way. And then universe is like, dun 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 dun, I'm here. I'm gonna help you fight these demons. Because it's like, be calm and calm will come. Universe sees you. Universe sees you. You're not alone. They're trying to help you. You are divinely guided. They are there helping you in this battle. They can see that you're trying to transform, that you're trying to learn how to better yourself. I'm hearing it doesn't matter if I don't care if you don't want to better yourself. I'm just not going to be like you. I'm not going to go down to your level. I'm hearing Four of Swords, Two of Swords. I feel like you're being careful with what you say now. I think what you need to hear right now is the universe can see that you are trying, and they are here to guide you. Guide you to, what's it? Guide you to not speak with, no, not speak with your heart is not the best thing. Not the best way to phrase it. It's more like, yes, you can speak with your heart, because a lot of things you say tend to be emotional, which is fine. Here, I'm just seeing that universe is going to help you say the things that you'd rather say, like in a more objective way, without the influence of emotions. Because I feel like that's how you want to approach your arguments, approach the way that you fight your point towards, like, when you argue a point, when you are arguing your point to people. That's what I want to say. I feel like, what is this? There's something, because there is this, the meaning of the Four of Swords would be that you're asking for help in a more cosmic way. Like, you're resting, you're allowing universe to do its thing. But there's something else I'm picking up here that I cannot put my finger on yet, but we'll figure it out along the way. King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you are yes, you're trying to be more rational with your emotions. You're not trying to let it overwhelm you. Instead, like, yes, you can still be emotional, you can be soft, but you're not gonna let that affect you in a more rational way. Because you can also be, you can be both. You can speak with your heart, but not too emotionally. That, I'm trying to think of an example. I think it started raining. Sorry, because King of Cups, it was like water energy, right? But an example is, let's say the president, right? So the president has to be, like, let's say a president, a leader, anyone who's in a higher position, when they are leading a lot of people, they cannot just be very objective and think with their head, because sometimes you have to take in consideration other people's needs. And let's say if you have to think about how many holidays they can take, or how long they have to work every day, something like this, right? So you have to think about that side, but then also you can take into consideration other people's feelings. So that doesn't make you like a cold leader. It makes you someone who is sensitive to other people's feelings. And I feel like that's what it is. And you are also very nurturing with this Queen of Pentacles. So you have this very nurturing, good leadership energy. That's why a lot of people look up to you, I think. And universe can see that sometimes when you are so nurturing, when you are so giving, Sometimes it takes a toll on you. That's why. Yes. So then you're just kind of, you've asked help from your guides, from universe, from your ancestors, and you're thinking, it's a little too much for me right now, and I just don't really know what to do. I feel like they're taking advantage of me for being so kind. They keep asking and asking, but they don't give. They don't give fairly in return. You know? Greed. That's why greed. I think a lot of energy has been taken away from you. See, where was it? Where was it? Oh, it's not here. I thought it was like someone who's energy suckers or something. It's not here. Maybe it was another pile. But that was coming to my mind. I think you have a lot of energy vampires around you. Just had to check if the thing was still filming. But universe is reminding you that everything's gonna work out. They can see you. And I feel like when you read or whenever you see words, like there are certain words that are gonna stand out there, then those are the exact messages that universe is trying to communicate to you. Okay, so let's see your other cards. Queen of Wands. Wow. Another court card. Let's put that here. And Ace of Pentacles. I think this card was showing up also while I was shuffling. I'm hearing all is not lost. Good things come back to those who are good. I'm hearing. Patience to those who wait. You don't need to you don't need to handle situations with a lot of aggression. I think somebody said that you're too emotional, as if that's a bad thing. Being emotional is not bad. We're just being human. So allow yourself to be human. Allow yourself to be emotional, but you don't have to resort to aggression. Because I feel like when you are mad, sometimes maybe I think you might say words that you don't mean to say. And I think that's something you're working on. That when you argue with people, you tend to say hurtful things. But you're working on bettering yourself. You're reading into it. And I feel like universe shows you, like there are some messages, like there are some things you read online or in books that you read, and then there are some that really stand out to you, and it almost feels like those words were directly speaking to you. That's how universe is communicating. Oh yeah, I'm also drawn to this email. That's how the universe is sending you messages. There's also this new opportunity. No, not really. It's like a new way to deal with your finances, I'm hearing. A new way to deal with your finances to help you with this situation. I feel like it's after this situation you learn a new way. Let's see your last two messages. Blushing bride. Your intentions and heart deserve to be known. And they are known. Like I said, universe sees you. Your last one is Azalea. Temperance. Find balance and be centered. Right? Doesn't have to resort to aggression. Everything will come in due time. So, pile number 3. Universe sees you. Universe sees that you're trying your best to better yourself. And because this situation is testing your patience. But be calm. Everything will happen. I'm hearing karma will find its way to people. Good karma, bad karma. It's all gonna... Good karma will come to the good. Bad will go to wherever it deserves to go. Right? So, they hear that you've been asking for help, and they're here. Just allow them to... Just give space for them. To give space for them in your life to help you with the situation. Okay? So, pile number 3, that was my message for you. I hope you have a calm rest of your week. Take care. Thank you so much for letting me read your energy. And thank you so much for staying for another reading with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. And I hope that your situation resolves itself. And take care. Thank you again. And see you next time for another reading. Bye. Hi, pal number 4. This is the stone that you were drawn to. This actually looks like bones when I first saw it when I was taking out the cards. So let's see. Barite. Okay, who needs it? Anyone who leaves her work each morning with the sinking suspicion that their true destiny is anything but this. When to use it? When it's way past time to stop saying yes to things that you hate. Ask Barite what your true calling is. Then go live it. It will be terrifying, but what's the alternative? Exactly. Living in your comfort zone that maybe is not, or living in a life that you feel is secure, stable, safe, but not the life you want. So get answers to your big questions. I'm hearing why. Why this? Okay. These are affirmation cards. We're gonna see some reassurance that the universe wants you to hear. We'll read these at the end of the reading. So let's see. What does pile number 4 need to hear right now? What's the message they need to hear right now? One here. One. This. Actually, these two. This one too. Okay. And one from here, please. This pile number 3. Oh! 4. Sorry. Pile number 4. This one. Jupiter in Cancer with speculation. Speculation maybe with your life, where you are in your life right now. Let's get some here. I'm gonna like mix these up a little bit. Yes. Oh. This one. Okay. This one. 4, 5, again, 6, 7. Oh, I was supposed to get 6, but that one really wanted to. Okay, so yeah, let's get this. What does pile number 4 need to hear right now? What message does pile number 4 need to hear right now? Wow. Wait, there's something. Hold on. Does pile number 4 need to? Okay. Cornflower. So they want you to really hear it right now. Learn from friendships old and new. Okay, we'll put that here. Okay, well, what message does pile number 4 need to hear right now? This one. Okay. We'll put this on the side. Okay, we'll look at this later at the end of the reading. So let's look at what you have here. Take a walk and create a gratitude list. Very nice. She says here, today I'm thankful for. Yeah, I thought there was probably something else. And then your leaves. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. Career. Table, hard work ahead. Happiness. Desk, pay attention to your work. Oh, you have 2 tables here. We'll move this like that. Oh, don't want to cover the man. Never mind. This, yes. Okay. Pale, time to get out of a situation. Look. And fair man. Okay, so we can put this with next to the man. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So it could be like an older dude. I mean, there's a card specifically for the older man, but I'm picking up older. Okay. I'm picking up that this is like your boss. Okay, so I was getting some messages already, so I'm just gonna say it right now. that this definitely, because here it says, pay attention to your work, hard work ahead. Like, I'm seeing it this way, hard work ahead when it comes to happiness. And then here, career, right? And time to get out of a situation. And I feel like this definitely, like the example here was actually probably the situation that you are going in. See, anyone who leaves for work thinking each morning with the sinking suspicion that their true destiny is anything but this. So I feel like there's something in your work where you are, I feel like it's something that you are okay with. Like, it's something that pays the bills, I'm hearing. But then if you really want to do something that makes you happy, I think maybe I'm picking up a lot of writing, or like you are in the writing industry. Let's say you are in the journalist industry, right? For example, journalist industry, let's say, like, yeah, journalism. But then what makes you really happy is that you want to write books. But then you're thinking that it's probably not gonna pay the bills for a long time unless I write like something that's gonna really stand out there, you know, like Harry Potter or something else. But I feel that you really want to, or even a desk job. Maybe you don't want to do a desk job anymore, and like, being happy is maybe traveling, maybe doing something else. What does this say? Oh, these are words I'm not familiar with. Okay. But philosophy, astronomy. So I can see there are different. Oh, I'm seeing, like, you know, the spinning wheel, not spinning wheel. Those game shows where you spin the wheel and then you're waiting for where it points. I don't know if that's how you went about choosing your career. Maybe you didn't know before where you wanted to go. So then you just kind of did that. But now you're a bit more sure about the things that you want to do in life. We'll see why gratitude list. We're gonna look at your tarot. So what does pile number 4 need to hear right now? What message do they need to hear? What message does pile number 4 need to hear right now? Okay, thank you. Let's see. 6 of Wands. No. What's number 8? I forgot. That's one thing I hate, when there's the numbers, but then I can't remember what's the actual card of it. I've been doing this a while, but I still forget. Okay, Knight of Wands. It's probably gonna come back to me in a bit. Ace of Wands. 10 of Swords. Can we fit that? Okay. Ace of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. This is 9 of Pentacles. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna look at it later. It's a little too much right now. It cannot fit. I don't want to force it. Okay. 8 is the Strength. I knew it was gonna come back to me. Okay. So. This is the 6, right? Yes. I don't want to cover. Oh, crap. We can do it. We'll figure it out. It's very uneven. We're gonna do it this way. Okay. I think Six of Wands. There's something like, there's overwhelm with the Ten of Swords, I feel like, but this is the ending of, I think what universe wants to tell you is that all of this that you're going through is coming to an end. And I think you are actually gonna make a decision, or you already have made a decision, because there are some things that are presenting themselves to you. Maybe an opportunity in the career field, in relation to something, like something new when it comes to like something you're passionate about, right? There is some new energy coming, especially with the new moon right now. If you're watching this in October, I think this new moon with this, it looks like a sun, but then it's like, it reminds me of the moon with the roundness here. It's reminding me that there's light ahead, and also that this new moon is bringing in this new energy. You're asking for new energy. You're trying to stay grateful, or I think you are doing this gratitude list just to tap into your creative, maybe journaling, not even just literally a gratitude list, but journaling. I think you are tapping into that creativeness, that creativity through journaling first. I feel like, let's say your work, maybe it's not as creative as you want it to be, or that you were hoping for it to be, and so when you go home, you always just do something else that's creative. Oh, look, didn't even realize these little things. Look, maybe you even do it at work. You do these creative things at work, and then your boss is like, yo, pay attention, what are you doing? It's not what you're supposed to be doing. And you're just like, I'm so sick of this. I feel so mentally, like you don't feel satisfied. You don't feel satisfied with what's happening right now. But maybe it feels a lot right now, but then it's coming, it's gonna end soon. All this hardship, I think you're choosing to walk away. You have made this decision within you already. I think you're very sure. With the Strength above this, is reminding, universe is reminding you that this too shall pass. And all of this that's gonna end is only something new for you to learn from. And also that you don't have to force things that aren't meant to be. Go through things with a gentle heart, I'm hearing. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands here. Don't rush. Okay, so let's say you came to this decision already, but then universe doesn't want you to rush into this yet. You have to I think you have to assess things first, like writing a pros and cons list. But look at it in a very objective way. Don't think, oh yeah, I hate my boss because they're like this and like that. I mean, you could if you want, but I feel like universe wants you to see the job as it is, not the people in it. Because you can learn from friendships old and new. I feel like you can always learn from the people around you. So in this case, universe is saying that you should write, like if you're gonna choose to leave or whatever you choose to do, before you do it, before you go after this new opportunity that's being presented to you, they're telling you that you should write like a pros and cons list in a very objective way. Like let's say that, okay, I like this job, like the place with maybe the boss you don't like the boss, but you really like the working hours. Okay, or you really like, you could say you like the office, but that's a little bit subjective, right? So you could say you like the working hours, you like the way they pay you, something like this. But then on the other side, maybe you can say that you don't feel mentally stimulated anymore, right? So things like that, you have to look at it in an objective way, not like judging just because of the people. Because I mean, I'm not saying that you should stay in a job with really shitty people around you, but I think in this case, universe is reminding you to look at everything else as well, not just the people. So people could be a factor that you write there. But I think more of what you should write should also focus on the other values that you have when it comes to your dream career or the kind of life that you want to live. Okay, so I know, like, I've seen a lot of videos where people quit their 9 to 5 jobs and then they start this like freelancing career, but then they also quit that and then they end up looking for a 9 to 5 job again because they feel they actually enjoy the stability that 9 to 5 gives, instead of like freelancing where you have to find your clients. But there are people who prefer that lifestyle instead because they can choose their schedule. So it really depends on the person. So it's more like you have to weigh your options. Don't rush into it. This is quite a reckless night if they choose to follow the path in a rushed way. Okay, so don't rush. You have to look at things in a more objective way. 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. This is definitely gonna, I think you are already choosing to go for something that's satisfying you as an individual. Like, it's something that you really want to do. It brings you joy and a peace of mind, I heard. But make sure that you are seeing this in an objective way. Weigh your options, because maybe it's not just one. Maybe there are 2 opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, and so they're telling you to just look at it first. Okay, like, you don't have to say, okay, I'm resigning now and I'm gonna start moving and all of this, because if you build on unstable foundations, it's just gonna fall, right? Don't rush. Take your time with the 6 of Wands here. I think this card will help us with the 6 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Yes. I don't know if you guys feel like maybe this is gonna be something you lose, because it's like you're gonna be stepping into the unknown. You're a little bit worried. You don't feel safe. But I'm hearing look elsewhere. This is not the only place. This is a really nice place, but it's not the only place. Okay, let's look at your last card here. Forget-me-not, remembrance. Memories and the past hold the key. I think these are very related, where you have to look at your relationships. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so we're still filming. Thank goodness. But they're reminding you that it's okay if some things don't work out with certain people, because sometimes they no longer serve you and you're probably holding on to dead branches, you know? Like, what's the point? They're not gonna flower anymore. Look at the birds, they're aligning. What you feel is loss, you will see later as actually an opportunity. See? It's gonna work out. Don't allow the mindset of loss to take over, because you don't lose it. You learn. See, you learn from friendships. All these memories, they hold the key to a better future, because you learn from the past. I feel like the past repeats itself, and the way we handle the future is how we can learn from the past. Let's say Amazon, right? We never had like delivery service before, until Amazon was like, oh, you know, like, I can see that an old way to deliver would be probably through I don't know, if you knew someone and then you send these boxes, door-to-door boxes, and maybe like someone from America couldn't get something from China before very easily, unless they have direct connection with the company. But Jeff Bezos thought like, oh, let's make it easier, and we're just gonna like have this service, because he just thought about the past, right? Like how we can't do that, and he's gonna try and make it happen, make it easier. So all these hold the key to success in the future. So don't look at things and like when you're thinking of the past, like this situation, don't look at it with like a heavy heart that it's gonna be, oh, you know, this probably pays so well, but now I'm not gonna be able to have this money anymore. Because there are gonna be much more fulfilling situations for you and opportunities that you probably won't even think about anymore. Like you won't think of it, you won't think of the situation in that way anymore. Because everything that happened in the past is a lesson to be learned. Okay, so that's my message for you, pile number 4. I feel like you just needed a sign. I feel like you guys are doing okay. You just needed a little bit of guidance to see if you were going the right way. If you feel deep down inside that it feels right doing this, not that you're, and don't think about rushing into it, but like if it feels right, like deep down you feel like you're not forcing anything to happen, and it's just, it feels like it just naturally flows that way, like life should flow that way, then go for it. Okay, and universe is right there guiding you. Your guides are there. Guides are with you. Sit with yourself. Meditation as well, I'm hearing. But everything's gonna make its way towards you. You're doing all right. So it might be tough in the beginning, but everything's gonna work out. Okay, so yeah, that was my message, pal number 4. I hope you're all right. I hope you're doing okay. And thank you so much for letting me read your energy. Thank you for also sitting around for another reading. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you for another reading next time. Take care. Bye.